for everyone. Today we will talk with the professor of the Adam University, Bартош Хордецкий, and the program of IT Talk.
Hello.
Professor, could you please introduce yourself and describe your academic and professional journey?
Okay, my name is Bартош Hordeckий. As you told us, I'm from Adam University in Poland. I work at the Faculty of Political Science and Journalism, and I'm a political scientist first and foremost. I've started my academic career in 2009, and I'm especially interested in connections between media studies and between political science. So how communication is involved in creating political processes, and also how politics and policies influence media. This is the main scope of my interest. And I really like to study language policies, which is also connected with communication, especially in those countries which are in Eastern Europe, but also in Central Asia. So I really like to watch and to study, to research all those processes connected with developing languages and using them for political purposes, and also connected with using them for creating our identities.
Okay, we will come back for this, but now I want to ask for you, what motivated you to pursue the interdisciplinary path in political science, administration, philosophy, and the law? It's a little bit from your life experience.
Yes, from my life experience, and also about my expectations. Well, when I was so young as you and your colleagues at this university, fantastic students who study here at IITU, I was dreaming about being a journalist, but my impression of being a journalist was a kind of a naive approach, I must say. I imagined that I will be just a super media star investigating such complex and weird issues like political scandals and so on, yes, and that I will be just fighting for freedom of speech all the time.
I think every journalist in the start of their career think about
precisely, yes, it's a kind of idealism, but as we know, those media superstars, the bench for them is not very long. Yes, we cannot have them a lot, and also it's connected with not only our dreams but also with our character. And during my studies, I discovered that I'm much better and also much more fascinated in studying very carefully, analyzing things, reading books, comparing things. I really like, for example, the poems, literature of many countries, and so on and so on. And I was going deeper and deeper in this. And all the stuff connected with language communication and its influence on politics has become more and more important and interesting for me. So it has happened that we had just a shift in my case from those interests in journalism to those interests as a profession to those interests in making research career. And here I am.
Yeah, I think it will be interesting for our viewers. What kind of literature, what kind of authors do you read in this period when you grow?
When I grow, well, there was a lot of Polish literature, but not only Polish, also classics across the world. And I must say that I really liked Dickens, Charles Dickens, because, let's say, of the complexity of his descriptions and also because of the complexity of his language. And I can highly recommend, for example, Charles Dickens to develop your language skills. You know, today we are living in the era of social media. And, for example, if we talk about British social media, you can find a wonderful, for example, account, channel, when a linguist from Great Britain, yes, he's trying to deliver us a style of expressing things and communicating which is very typical to Victorian era. It is, let's say, very beautiful, let's say very complex. You've got long expressions, yes. For example, it is not about saying hello, yes, it's about It's a great pleasure to see that today
Yeah.
we've got a meeting within which we can find something interesting for us,
Uh-huh.
and even more. Yes, so I like Dickens not only because of the plot and because of, let's say, the veracity connected with showing us depicting this Victorian era, yes,
Mhm.
and details of this Victorian era, but I was also a person who felt in love in the way of expressing things, this complex way of
Uh-huh.
expressing things connected with Dickens and such writers.
Okay, thank you.
And I will add one more thing. I was in Dickens Museum in London, yes, and we can even say that he was one of the first celebrities in
Oh.
contemporary meaning of the term.
Oh, that's so interesting.
He had even tourneys
Yeah.
around Europe and around America to read his novels. Yes, and
Ah.
there was a special pulpit, and it was the only pulpit used by him to read his novels. It was like shows, like concerts. Yes, so you've got a meeting with Mr. Dickens, and it's a day, an event. Mr. Dickens
Oh.
will be reading. Yes, and when he went to America, the pulpit went with him. Yes, so it was his condition. Yes, I
Yeah.
will be doing tourney in America, but only with this pulpit. And it was like a show, yes.
Yeah.
So Lady Gaga today or something like that is comparable to some extent to Mr. Dickens reading
Yeah.
his novels across the audience in Europe and the United States.
That's so
of those
interesting
times.
because it means that when he has here readers, he will be live forever.
Yeah, precisely. And it was also about establishing audiences, yes?
Yeah.
So I think something really interesting for students of media studies, yes?
Yeah.
How to, because media is first and foremost about creating audience, yes? How to
Yes.
create your audience, yes? And how to create the link between them and you, yes? So Dickens is a nice example.
Okay, thank you. How do you foster cross-cultural understanding and collaboration among international students and faculty?
Okay, yes, it's a broad topic, but thanks to hospitality and openness of the staff at IITU, for example, and thanks to the openness and also eagerness of our authorities at AMU, we can develop collaboration in this area between Kazakhstan and between Poland. Yes, and the more we do, the deeper we go, the more experience we have. Yes, and I think that for now, the best format to foster to develop this intercultural experience for your students and our students is to create summer schools. We are just here in June with Polish students, 12 Polish students who participate in a summer school organized by your university. And it's really important that they've got an occasion not only to hear lectures, yes, but also to meet colleagues, students from here, and to start talking, yes, because dialogue, talking is always the most important thing, yes. It helps us to exchange our experience, to explain and to understand our experience, and this is precisely what is the most important if we talk about creating this intercultural experience, yes. So such schools are very good, yes. This is the first time we are doing this together. I think that in the future, according to my experience, we can also add more, let's say, active methods of combining Kazakh and Polish students to do some projects together. For example, media projects. Yes. So, for example, it would be wonderful to have a podcast created together by a Polish and Kazakh student or students in a group. So, collaborative work. We had and have such projects, more proactive projects, summer schools in Poland. But this is because the European Union invests a lot of money in such initiatives, yes. And one of them is the so-called blended intensive program. But unfortunately for now, the European Union devotes this only to universities from member states. And those BEEPs, I hope in the future it will be also available to Kazakhstan and universities from Kazakhstan. But those BEEPs, they are thought in this way, that there is a common project between students from various countries, yes. They should do something together, but there is a compulsory moment they collaborate online. before this in-person meeting, and after that they are coming to one country to have a 1 week in-person meeting and to do something together at place. And after that there is a moment of another online meeting to evaluate everything. Yes, and you know, it's fantastic. Yes, it's like
it's so
it's like an
interesting.
educational carnival. You know, because it helps us to change the rules. Because usually when you've got a lecture, the rules are very clear. Yes, so it means you've got a teacher. Teacher delivers you knowledge, and you need to follow. Yes, and to study, to read, and yes, and go deeper. Usually, yes. But during blended intensive programs, the formula is different. It means that the leaders are students. Yes, groups of students are the leaders, and we teachers are expected to follow them. Of course, we arrange the schedule. Yes, but in this schedule, when the assignments are assigned to groups, to people, to students, yes, we are just following them. Yes, and that's wonderful. Yes, because it helps also to understand students not only what is important and what is knowledge, yes, but also how it is to create knowledge when you are particularly responsible for this process.
Okay, and my next question about our summer school. How do you see what is the most important value in our international connection with this summer school?
Well, we've talked about this a lot. Yes, this intercultural dialogue is the most important thing, let's say, on this instrumental technical level. Yes, so we should practice this, and we should try to be better and better in this. Yes, we should understand that the dialogue is an art. And art means that you need to practice to go deeper and deeper. Yes, but art is of course for creating values which are not instrumental, but which are let's say the core values. Yes, values by themselves. And I think that the most important value during such summer school, the value by itself, is that we can meet together and we can instruct each other as partners. Yes, and you know, it is not only about exchanging knowledge. Yes, so you can deliver me some knowledge about Kazakhstan, I can deliver you some knowledge about Poland, but it's not only about exchanging this knowledge, but it's also about combining this. So today, for example, we've got a lecture about environmental issues delivered by Professor Galia, yes, and you know, we know the situation from this Polish uncle, yes, you know the situation more or less from this Kazakhstani uncle, yes, and now how to combine this experience to create new approaches, yes, and to be better equipped, better developed, and invent joint devices which couldn't be invented without this meeting. Yes, so I think that if we are able to create an innovation which consists of two experiences, yes, this is the most important value we can achieve during such meetings.
Oh, thank you. How can cooperation between European and the Central Asia universities be further strengthened?
How it can be strengthened in the future, yes. So summer schools has been discussed by us. We've got also, and I think that we are pioneers in this area. We've got also a double diploma program. Mutual double diploma program. It means that students from Kazakhstan can come to Poland and can study in Poland and can receive a diploma from this university, IITU, but also from AMU. If they accomplish both programs, which are negotiated and constructed in that way that they are very similar. So it's possible, for example, to take and to accomplish some courses here at IITU, yes, and they will be admitted at AMU in Poland, yes. So you are doing two programs, yes, but they are similar, yes, and some things are joined. And thanks to this, you can have two programs. It's very important because it opens the floor to diplomas. They open the floor for you in two different regions, yes, in Central Asia, but also in the European Union, yes, because the Polish diploma means that you've got the diploma of the European Union, and it helps you in access to the whole European market, yes. So those dual diploma programs are very important, yes, because
Yes.
they help us to transfer knowledge and people between two areas, yes, and
Yes.
to create, for example, in the future joint ventures, yes.
Mhm.
It would be wonderful, for example, to have, let's say, an internet or in social network a joint venture entrepreneurship proposed by Kazakh and Pole, yes.
Yes.
And they produce podcasts or, for example, interviews for the internet together,
Mhm.
create their own audience, which consists of people from Kazakhstan and from Poland,
Mhm.
yes.
Yes.
Wow, it would be fantastic, yes. So this is another tool you have,
Mhm.
double diploma, summer schools, but also research.
Okay.
We need to do more in common research, yes, because there, as I can see, yes, we've got fantastic scholars here, but also researchers, yes,
Yes.
and they have a lot of knowledge, and the same in Poland, yes. And now when we've got, for example, global issues like environment, or for example, youth health, yes, or
Yeah.
such things, yes, we can do common projects, common platforms, we can
Mhm.
compare and develop comparative research, but also we can go higher, yes, and we can propose some innovations which will be interesting for other countries and scholars from other countries,
Mhm.
yes. So this research area is also very important. I think it would be also interesting, but it is somehow connected with double diploma area,
Mhm.
to have, for example, double supervisors, yes. So,
Yeah.
for example, you could be interested in creating a work which will be partially about Kazakhstan
Mhm.
and this reality, and about Poland, yes.
Yes.
And then it's good to have two supervisors from
Yeah, of
Kazakhstan and from
course.
Poland, yes, to be supervised and to be instructed the best as possible from two different angles, yes.
Mhm.
So to have some such tandems, it would be also really interesting, yes.
Yeah.
And I would really like to have in the future, and I'm a strong advocate of those blended intensive programs, because
Mhm.
blended intensive programs,
Mhm.
they allows us and they expect us to go further.
Yeah.
So we are going from bilateral to multilateral cooperation between students, yes. Then you
Oh.
are in a very international environment, and you've got, for example, students from Poland, from Kazakhstan, but also from the Netherlands, Belgium, for example, France, Spain, and so
Yeah.
on, and they are
Of
together.
course.
And then you've got the space to create, let's say, roundtables, and to collect various perspectives, yes, and then your horizon is broadening rapidly. So it would be wonderful to have also such initiatives, multinational,
Yeah.
multi-ankle, and so on and so on.
Okay. And my last question, a little bit about this. What benefits to students and the teachers received by participation in the collaboration, and also how actively is cooperation between our university currently will be developed
Okay, yes, so
in future?
I think that we've told already a lot about those
Yeah.
benefits we can achieve, yes, but if we go deeper with this, I think that this mutual dialogue, yes,
Mhm.
it helps us, well, it will be a strong word, but I think it helps us to be better people. Because we develop our horizon and we
Yeah.
understand deeper and deeper that our perspective is not the only one, and also not the best one, yes. It's
Mhm.
a very important moment in contemporary world, yes, because what we perceive across the world is the rise of populism and the rise of nationalistic thinking, which means that a lot of people across the world, they think that their culture, their pattern of life is universally the best one, yes.
Yeah.
And it's extremely dangerous, yes. And when we've got those intercultural enterprises and
Uh-huh.
meetings and initiatives, they help us to understand that it is not so. we are different. We've got different experience, yes, but we shouldn't create a hierarchy, yes, that one experience is better and another is worse, yes. We should understand that both experiences are valuable, yes, and how to combine them, yes, just to create something new and to be full of adventures, yes, and to be inspired with each other by each other, yes, and to develop better world, yes. So I think it's a huge benefit we can gain from collaborating. And if you ask about the agenda for the future, of course we would like because we've established the program of dual diploma, yes, but we would like to extend this, yes. The more students we have from both sides visiting the partner university, the better. So we should be broader in numbers, bigger in numbers. We should increase the numbers of this exchange. And this format is very promising of this summer school, yes. So we would like to have in the future this summer school as a constant event in the agenda of both universities, yes. So the idea is that 1 year it is in Almaty, and the next year it is in Poznan, yes.
Yes.
And if it will be a constant point in our agenda, yes, it would be wonderful, yes, because it's like an institution, yes. And when you've got a summer school like an institution, yes, and when it is just clear that each year it's coming and it's pending, yes, then you can collect more institutions around which will be involved, and you can rise up the level of this event, yes. And you can make it also as an example of the fact that this mutual collaboration, intercultural collaboration, is not only possible but also fruitful.
Okay, my next question about your view from the teacher. From your perspective, what is the most pressing political issue in today's world that students in political science must pay attention in studying?
Well, I think that I've already answered the question. Yes, I think that the most pressing political issue is about self-perception. Yes, and it's connected with this rise, this increase of, let's say, this tribal or nationalistic thinking. Yes, because the moment in which our sense of belonging is so high that we evaluate us as better than others, yes, is a tricky one, dangerous, and we can see across the world in many countries and in many contexts that it just produces the highest disaster in humankind environment, which is war. Yeah, and of course it is also connected with this issue which is called green one. Yes, so it's a global issue, green policy, yes, and desperately needed because the planet is in need, yes. Our planet, we could say, is dying step by step, and we should prevent this, and we know for sure that it's not possible to do this separately. Yes, our policy will not be working at all if each state will go, each society will go separately to challenge green issues. Yes, we need to be together, but if you want to be together, you need to be able to be together also in communication. Yes, so you need to be able to conduct a dialogue. Yes, and you need to be good in the art of dialogue. Yes, and in understanding that each perspective is valuable. Yes, and we should be better in combining them. Yes, so it's really challenging. Yes, so how to omit, how to prevent the divisions of people which are based on myths, stereotypes, and unnecessary thinking that we are better than others.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. And the last question will be about what you will be wish for the students or viewers who see this video or interview. What do you will be wish for him in studying, maybe in life? Just for ending.
Well, I wish them to be, first of all, themselves, but with high respect to others, and to the fact that others should also have right to be themselves. Yes, and if they will be open, and if they will be also very focused on understanding who they really are, yes, I think they can achieve a successful life, and they would be also facilitators of a good life for others, yes. And I think this is the highest goal and the highest achievement we can have in our life. Yes, this is a happy life for me, yes.
Yeah.
When you are fulfilled with yourself, but when you are also fulfilled in this respect, that you deliver something which is useful, beneficial for others.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for everyone who sees this video, this interview. Today we will talk with the director of the international department of the Adam University, Professor Bартош Хордецкий.
In fact, the Dean's representative for Central Asia and Eastern Europe. Yes, this is the real name of my position.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yes, it was a real pleasure.